My name is Emily Buttacavoli, co-owner and farmer of Cabbage Farm. Today we will be reviewing our farm's approach to record keeping for the purposes of organic certification. I'll quickly go over a brief description of our farm, list off our record logs, give some best practices, and offer a short list of certification resources. My husband, Dean Buttacavoli, and I established Cabbage Farm in 2018 at our partner farm, Comeback Farm, with longtime organic grower Mark Canwright. We were fortunate enough to become certified organic from day one as an addendum under Comeback Farm with New Jersey Department of Agriculture. We are now certified through Pennsylvania Certified Organic. We're located in Asbury, New Jersey, and collectively lease 20 acres between two locations within Warren and Hunterdon County. Last year, we cultivated about 5 acres in vegetable production, and this year we aim to produce in approximately 10 acres, including 5 high tunnels. We operate with a small crew, just Dean, myself, and 3 full-time employees. Our main sales outlets are through farmers markets alongside a market-style CSA. We also operate an on-farm store and offer limited wholesale through the main growing season. Our record logs include soil work, amending, greenhouse seeding, transplanting, direct seeding, spraying, and harvest. So we'll start with soil work. In our experience, this log is not referred to often for certification, but we use it for our own record keeping. On this sheet, we record all forms and styles of tillage like plowing, disking, harrowing, and rototilling, as well as lighter soil working activities like hand and tractor-based cultivation. We even utilize this log to track crop termination and tarping dates. So as an activity is being completed, we can record the date, the specific task, the tool that was used, the field and growing plot location, as well as any other additional crop or field notes such as soil moisture and weather conditions, or maybe the weed pressure. Our amendment log is used to record fertility in forms of dry or wet amendments and also compost. We record our application rate by either bed feet or field plot. We're able to keep track of fields that have already been fertilized or make application rate adjustments depending on the crop that will be planted. It's important to note that all materials should first be added to your approved materials list by your certifier before even purchasing any amendments. Once we establish a growing plan for the season, I break down greenhouse seedings by week and file them in a binder. This allows for anyone seeding to keep a clean record of what needs to be seeded each week and also quickly review the upcoming weeks, allowing the opportunity to make any needed adjustments. On this log, the crop is followed by the variety, which allows us to confirm seed purchases and also select the right seed variety from our seed bin and the number of trays that we need for planting. In the notes section, we can add things like seed shortages or germination temperatures, tray sizes, or watering methods. Our transplanting log is really important. It includes both the transplant date and the greenhouse date. This really helps with traceability during crop planting and during certification. Once trays are transplanted, the number of trays are recorded along with the field location. We can calculate the number of plants based off of the crop because we know what tray size they were seeded in, which can be then used to calculate or predict our harvest yield. So again, we record the date, the field location, number of trays, the crop, and then the greenhouse date. We direct seed with a single row jang. So for different seed varieties, we use different rollers, sprockets, and also adjust the depth. These can all be noted on this direct seed log. This information can then be used if we need to make any adjustments depending on germination or yield of a seeded crop. Along with date, location, and crop, our spray log should also include application rates of the product being used. And similar to the amendment log, we make sure any preventative sprays we use are already approved for organic certification. On our harvest log, we'll record the field location of a crop along with quantity. And I'll often do this ahead of time so crew knows where to go and how much to harvest that day. Additional data, including row feet harvested, harvest time, and crop quality notes, are also great to record if possible. This is probably our roughest log as it changes each week and is also the most used. But in tandem with the greenhouse log and the transplant log, we use these three to influence our crop plan for the following season. The three logs are also the main records used during certification traceability tests, along with our sales data from our POS system. We use a point of sale system through Square for all of our market transactions. We're able to use this data then to track produce sales throughout the weeks at all of our sales outlets aside from wholesale. And since wholesale is a small portion of our sales, we can track quantity through QuickBooks invoicing. Our leftover inventory falls into three categories: resale or storage, donation or farm consumption, or compost. So, as a quick recap, some of our best practices are to date everything and record everything in the moment. As a typical busy farm, this is not always a reality, but I try to hold myself and my crewmates accountable. By taking pictures, it's also a great way to document activities and progress on the farm. It's nice to look back on the photos and have them for social media content, but they're also all dated. So if we ever forget to date anything, it's nice. It's a nice backup. And as our log sheets fill up throughout the year and things are fresh in my mind, I try to transfer the handwritten logs to Google Sheets on a monthly basis if possible. Definitely helps to be prepared ahead of time for any possible unannounced inspection, especially during the peak of the season. At the end of the year, all the documents are completed and organized for next year's inspection. This form of record keeping has worked for us over the years and has seen slight modification from year to year. And I should mention, as all farms are very unique, and it should always be emphasized to practice what works for you. We typically reference the national list or the OMRI list for approved materials, but it's always best to just check in with your certifier representative before applying or even purchasing any new materials to confirm they are organically approved.